All right. Hey, Cameron. I was looking at your scene here and it's looking good. I think there's some little things I know you're working through. I can tell what's going on with the hat. Um, so I'll just kind of call out what I see. I think the beginning looks pretty good. I think you could loosen him up a little bit here, like when he goes back. He feels it like he's still kind of like his back is exactly the same shape here when he's shifting. And then when he goes like here, I would put some compression on his body too, so it feels like he's being affected by the horse. And then here, he feels like the shape from here, from his rear end to the top of his head, is kind of the same, right? Kind of gives it that mannequinish feel, you know? Like when he goes back, we need some of that drag or some overcompensation that he's doing with his body to keep himself balanced. When he comes forward, I would drag him a bit. You know, maybe not that much, but I would put some drag in that spine and the head, so the head's kind of pointing to where it came from. As he looks and he starts to ride, let's see here. Yeah, he kind of goes bang, bang, like it kind of comes back. He whips back. I wouldn't whip him back so far. I would probably go from like here, and then I would have a shape more like that as he kind of rolls up, you know, into that position, keeping kind of that arc in the spine, so he's not perfectly straight up when he comes back. So let's look at that in Ghost. So yeah, so you would get like some more curvature to that spine as he comes back this way. And then when you, yeah, and I probably would have a little bit more of a recoil time there so he doesn't go boom, boom, and bounce back so hard. See how he goes boom. So it's like when he gets, you know, kind of like to this pose there, his body would still be here. Let's get rid of this one. So it's like the whip action is kind of taking care of all that momentum, helping to compensate for that violent movement, rather than just swinging back and forth like the end of a pendulum. And then by the time he gets to about there, he'll have kind of straightened up. So it's a little bit more of a like a softened whip, so he doesn't feel like he's so rigid. I mean, it works pretty good. It just feels a little like he's kind of going boom and hitting a wall. And when he gets to this part and he's coming down, like I was looking at the arcs. Let me turn this off. So the arc as he falls, like I was thinking, when he comes up here, he's paying attention to it, right? He's following it. Dang it. He's following. He's got his eye on the prize, right? So here he's keeping his eyes on it. This arm would be dragging as it comes up, and his body twisting along with that, with the hat. So it's kind of like if he's like this. This is his eye line, and here's the hat, and the hat moves over here. As he moves over here, the head stays locked on it. Like he's and his body would kind of twist as well. It's like he won't take his eyes off. It's his point of reference to keep him, attuned to where it's going. Okay, and then the arm is behind that, right? So it's like the head's leading the action, then the arm would quickly zip up and reach out for it, and right as it reaches, the horse drops. Boom, right? And I think when he hits, his head is going to drag a little bit more because of the impact, kind of showing he's a little bit out of control. And then when he slides forward and hits, then the head would whip forward and go bang like that. I think that would sell that part. And now the action that you're doing here, when he comes in and hits boom, and it slides him forward. I think it's still a little bit too fast for so much weight to that animal. I think you might need a few more frames, like during here. Boom. So it's almost like the horse is going, it's going to scoot a little bit, maybe like another 8 frames, and then he catches up, boom, knocking it forward. I think you might need some time there. This part works really good. And I know you're in the middle of this, so I can see you're going through, seeing how you're going to set up the hands and all that. There's kind of a little pop there. I know these are little things you're probably in the middle of doing, so I'm not going to sit there and harp on them, but let's watch it. Yeah, what is that? Yeah, oh, it's that. Okay, so he comes down. Yeah, instead of leaning him here, I would just like use that compressed spine rather than rotating him forward. With the cog, boom. I'm not sure what's happening here. It looks like you're gonna reach him out to grab that thing. I can see that he's kind of like coming out, and then grab it, and then come back. With the hat, he's got the hat there, so kind of a whoosh, I could see that. I kind of go out and then back, but yeah, this is very good, dude. So I would say let's do one more. It still feels a little slow to me, with the horse when he turns this part. When he's running, it feels like a slow. It feels just a little slow to me. I mean, it's very good. It's very good. I'm just kind of calling out everything I see. But yeah, just keep going with what you're doing, dude. It looks good. Awesome.